discussing how to know if you hurt the narcissist. So there's a lot of people out there wanted to know, have they hurt the narcissist? And in this video, I'm going to be giving you 7 signs. Number 1, they suddenly go cold and distant. They may pretend that they're fine, while their energy suddenly shifts. So before, they may have been quite warm and friendly towards you. They may be on good terms. As long as you were listening to them, you were doing what they wanted you to do. You were following their leads. They had that authority and control over you. But maybe at some point you pulled away, or you weren't listening to them anymore. You no longer value what they had to say. And then all of a sudden, they became more cold. They became more distant. While they're pretending that they're fine. While they're pretending that everything is okay. That's a clear sign that you have heard that. And it's a clear sign because something is left unanswered. Something is left unexplained. There is no clear reason or explanation for their behavior. You don't understand what is wrong for them. Why are they acting that way? Why do they seem so disconnected? But of course, the reason why, it is because you have hurt them. And they don't want you to know that. They don't want you to have the satisfaction over them. To know that you have gotten under their skin. They don't want to give that to you. Because that would just bruise their ego even more. It would expose their weakness, their insecurity even more. So that is why they're hiding from you. It's too much pride, too much ego. Self-importance. Satisfaction with themselves. They want to keep that. So that's why they don't reveal this to you. They don't want to give you the satisfaction of knowing that, yes, you've hurt them. They want to leave you thinking that they're fine, they're unaffected. But something is clearly brewing underneath that disguise. Yes, they are hurt, they are upset. And that's why they're cold, that's why they're distant. That's why they're pulling away from you. Because what they're hiding are feelings of resentment. In their minds, it is unfair. And of course, you may look at it like, what is unfair? You gave everything for them. You sacrificed everything for them. They got so much they didn't deserve. They didn't do anything for you. If anything, it's unfair for you. But that's just it. They're delusional. They have an exaggerated sense of their own abilities, worth, and importance. That's what this all comes down to. They think they're so much more great than what they actually are. And that is why they felt like they deserved that sense of authority and control over you. And now let's get into number 2 together. They become arrogant. They overdo their confidence. They become louder, cockier, overcomposed. Like they feel this need to prove a point, to prove their worth to you. To show you who they think they are. To show you what they've got. To demonstrate their worth, their importance to you. This is all to mask the ego bruise. Deep down they feel small, they feel insecure. These are all clear signs. When they become arrogant, when they overdo their confidence, it's just all about themselves. 3, they start watching you more closely. They may not have really even taken an interest in you before. They were more focused on themselves. They were self-absorbed. But now they are hyper attuned, hyper sensitive, hyper aware to you. They are watching you very closely, studying your composure, your reactions like a threat. That's because they feel hurt. So now they want to manage this thing that they are envious of. They want to manage this thing that poses a threat to them. And a threat to what? A threat to their ego, their sense of self-importance. A threat to their supply, their validation, control, sense of superiority. That is their threat. That is the threat that you pose to them. And that is why they are now watching you more closely. Because they feel hurt. 4, they start bringing in the subtle, passive-aggressive remarks. All of a sudden, here they come with these little digs, these insults, putting you down, trying to get you where they know it's going to hurt. And this could be something personal to you, something that means something to you, something that they know that you care about. All the while, they're acting like that is your flaw. Or that is something that's not a concern to you. Meanwhile, they're already going at you in that way. That's the first thing they go to target you with. While they're acting like that's your problem. That's your issue. And yeah, this is what they do. They don't really go after the things that you're not strong in. They're going after the things that you are strong in. Your strong points. That's what they focus on. They focus on your identity, what makes you you, the things that you value, the things that are important to you, and making you believe that it is your weak points, targeting your confidence, your sense of security. That's what they do, and that's the whole point of why they give you these dicks, these covert insults, these covert remarks. It's all to target your confidence. That's what it's for. And that is why you really just have to believe in yourself. Remember what is important to you. Remember what you value. Remember what means something to you. And remember that that is your strength. That is not your weakness. That is what you are good at. That is what drew people to you. And that may well have been what made them target you. It's for that very reason. 5, they start rewriting history. Quietly behind your back, they are rewriting the past. And it's all just to make you the problem and then the victim. And in the past is that you did everything for them. You sacrificed it all. You got nothing back in return. That's the reality. But they want to rewrite it. They want to make it out like you were the one who was selfish, toxic, abusive. They were the ones doing everything for you. That's how they want to make it seem. When really, no, it was the opposite. And that's why they have to rewrite the past. They have to rewrite history. They develop this toxic amnesia. They start gaslighting you and everyone around you. Spreading lies, rumors, smearing you. And of course, when they have all of these people saying things about you, it targets your confidence because even you think, well, everyone else is saying this. And that's exactly where they want you. That's why they come after you in numbers. And that is also because they are insecure. They don't really believe in it themselves. They're gaslighting themselves. They're in denial. Six, they seek fresh validation elsewhere. They start looking for new supply. And of course, the reason why is because they're no longer getting that supply from you. You are no longer a source of attention, validation, comfort, security, control, a sense of superiority. You're no longer providing that to them. So now they've got to go and try and get that from someone else. They've got to refill the supply that you have just damaged. Because now you see it through it. You don't believe it? They're masking it all. And that's just it. They don't want to be around anyone who sees them for what they really are. They want to be around people who don't know what they're dealing with. People who believe in the mask. So as you see through them, false self, the illusion, you have just damaged their supply. And seven, they go into many revenge modes. This is where you might start seeing the small sabotages, silent treatments, icy withdrawals. It's all about trying to tear down your confidence, tear down your progression, your success. Because they're lying to themselves. They're in denial. They're deeply insecure. So they can't just watch you going off and invalidate everything that they're trying to achieve. Because they're going off with a false identity. So they need to see you there. They have to destroy you before they leave, before they move on. Because they are just pretending to move on. And what validates it is bringing you down. So yeah, those are the 7 signs that you have caused a narcissistic injury.